Hey guys, it's September 1st. I fly out on the 12th in the morning. It's coming up quick. Uh, and I told you guys how excited I am to be doing this school internship in the Canary Islands. It's pretty fucking cool. Uh, it does suck that it's not a paid internship, but I have been working overtime for months while paying rent and getting all my stuff together, so I do have some money saved up. Also, by the time I fly, I'll have another paycheck coming in. By the time I make it to Naples, I'll have another paycheck coming in, and then I'll have my accumulated PTO coming in as well. So I should be pretty good. Everyone's always worried about money, but I think I can make it work fine. Either way, my friend from childhood friend, that's last time asked me to go over my gear. But then when I went to Naples this spring, I told him I would, and I completely forgot. I'm a little excited to go to Italy and whatnot, but I felt kind of bad about it because I would like to go over my gear. So I'm gonna go over it now, with plenty of time ahead. So lesson one: when I arrived in Rome this spring, I was just planning on getting euros from an ATM at the airport. Not a bad idea. Um, However, the ATMs at the airport in Fiumicino do not process international transactions. At least maybe not international transactions outside of the EU, which is a little strange since Fiumicino is an international airport. What are you gonna do? It ended up blocking my card, and and the buses and trains stopped after midnight, and of course I arrived at 12:30 in the morning. So I ended up walking 8 hours all the way to Rome, which which was actually kind of alright. It was kind of fun. I have a weird sense of what fun is, but it was a hike. But I enjoyed it. I do. I enjoyed it. Most people probably wouldn't. But so if you're gonna go to Europe, get euros ahead of time. They come the next day at the bank. It's an $8 processing fee to get however much you want. So I liquidated my savings account this time, and I got euros for days, which means I can make it rain euros. Fuck. I'm supposed to go under the chair. Okay, fun's over. I just had to do that. Just once. Anyway, back to the real deal. So, my first trip last year, when I went backpacking and tried to join the Foreign Legion, I used my old Army Alice pack. These are very large. Here's a picture of it right now with all the stuff I brought. Now, all of that was highly unnecessary. I brought way too many clothing, planning for too many contingencies as far as clothing was concerned, oddly enough. It was kind of strange. I ended up throwing a lot of it out. Some when I was in Rome, some on my way back to France, and it was just pointless. I didn't even use most of it. So this time, I'm bringing in one pair of trousers, one pair of shorts, um, Under Armour, underwear, I'm bringing a lot of that, and some t-shirts. I'd say bringing more underwear is probably more important than bringing, blue jeans, blue number blue jeans. I hate blue jeans. They're so uncomfortable and they hold so much heat and they're heavy. I'm actually using my old Army trousers because they're lightweight, they're durable, and they're functional. They got large cargo pockets. Functional over fashion. Not that I am a particularly fashionable person. Just whatever. Anyway, moving on. So now I'm using a modular pack, the home Molly system, which means we use a camelback, for example. I can clip extra pouches to my bags because they have stuff like this. I'm not going to go over how that function works. If you really want to know, look it up. But the thing that's important to know is that I can take this off and clip it to my other bag, and vice versa. So if I don't want to bring my huge bag, if I'm out going for the day, just bumming around Naples or bumming around, Pystrom, which I really want to go to this time, I just take this off, or I can take one piece off another and clip it to another. Simple as that. And having one of these, a bottle holder, is actually it's crazy how much I wanted one of these the last 2 trips, because I ended up holding a big bottle of juice or a big bottle of water, and I can't fit it in here, or I can't fit it in my other bag, or I have to keep it in, taking it out, putting it back. So just being able to have one of these, just the simplicity, it's going to be great. So I got my camel bag. Water. Always have water when you're going cross country. Water is important. Water is the number one thing you always have to have. Even in cold weather, you can get dehydrated. It's actually very true. You're actually almost more of a risk of dehydration in the winter because you don't realize you're getting dehydrated because it's cold. So camelback's important. This is where I'm keeping a lot of my electronics and my solar charger. This is something I wish I had both of my trips last year and this year. And it also serves as a battery pack. This is as far as I know, this is the most powerful one. It holds the most energy, and it charges even my tablet quite quickly. So this is very important. It does have an LED light function on the back, but for some reason it's not working. I don't know if it needs another charge or whatnot. I haven't actually tried the solar charge function, but you can just plug it in and it will charge that way. So that's really nice, and also it comes with a little D-ring, so I can clip it to something on the outside, and it can keep charging something like my tablet while my tablet's on my bag, or if I'm holding it. So it can continuously keep the juice going. Good sun. Also, I got another bag that I can clip to either one of them for just extra storage, or it has a strap, so I can just throw it over my shoulder if I want to. So the whole theme with baggage this year is modular. Also, medical supplies. When you're going to need some Tylenol, or when you scrape your knee and you're bleeding all over the place and you need to wipe up, I got medical sponges in there and some alcohol disinfectant, antibacterial, band-aids, that kind of thing. Also, a knee bandage too. Also, thanks to my sister, a whole nice little tea kit for traveling, which I intend to use while I'm hiking. She wanted me to open it over the holidays, but to me, that would just spoil it. I want to save this for a really good moment. So, thank you, Lindsay. Also, a compass. I cannot stress the importance of a compass enough. Alright? As I might have mentioned in one of my videos last time, you can use your GPS on your tablet even without an internet connection or Wi-Fi connection, because GPS actually works with satellite and it doesn't work without internet. The internet function actually downloads the map to your tablet or to your phone, and then the GPS uses satellites to pinpoint your location. There are flaws with this. Be aware of it. If there's something blocking the signal, um, you won't get a very accurate reading, etc. But even still, from Google Maps, if you can't tell which direction you are facing, and you don't see any good landmarks, or you can't see the sun to get an idea of which direction is north, east, south, and west, depending on the time of day, or what hemisphere you're on. I'm going to be in the northern hemisphere most of the time, so that's not really an issue. But in other words, if you can't find your direction naturally by your surroundings, having a compass is key, because you might end up walking south when you're trying to go north, etc., etc., etc. Even in a place like the city, like in Naples, if you're looking at your map and in a city, it's kind of hard to tell direction. You can't tell which way is north sometimes. It's just all buildings around you. It's very easy to get lost in the city, actually, especially if you're completely unfamiliar with it. I wish I had a compass in Naples this time, and I lost it on my first trip last year while it was in the mountains right around Bracciano, sitting down eating food. See it down there right in the corner? That's where I left it. I wonder if it's still there. Maybe not. What's a year ago? Compass. Good deal. Able Grid camera. GoPro concept. I had a sports camera last year that was waterproof, but it wasn't salt waterproof, so the salt water ruined it. This year I got this one. I used it in Naples. It was great, $75, and it worked fine for what I needed. And this time I'm going to have it while I'm doing the diving, so it's going to be pretty cool. And of course you can take it out of the waterproof case if you want, and it shoots great quality for $75, 1080p. It's good. It's really good. Parachute cord. You never know when you need parachute cord, or 550 cord, as we call it in the military. For one, I like this kind, or this color, because I'm not being stealthy. Obviously, I'm traveling. So if I get lost and I need to make a breadcrumb trail, I can use this. Also, if I'm trying to get somebody's attention, this sticks out far more than green would, which usually in the military is green. Also, this stuff burns really well, so I can use it to start a fire. Like a campfire, not like arson fire. Anyway, so there's that. Always have a flashlight of some kind. I prefer a headlamp. I also have a small flashlight, but this functions really good too, because when I was walking from Virginia to Rome last time into dark, I had this on my head, just kind of pointing up so that people could see me while I was walking in the dark. You want to make yourself visible at night if you don't want to get run over, obviously. And final thing. Since I can't fly with sharp items for obvious reasons, my first trip, I felt a little. I like having some way to protect myself. Usually, I used to carry a knife around with me all the time. For one, for utility purpose. For one, for survival. As in, like, if you're in a car and you get in a car wreck and you can't get your seatbelt off, you can always cut it. There's that, plus the utility function, cutting tape and stuff like that. Three, there's the self-defense aspect. Nobody's going to mess with you if you have a knife. Nobody wants to get cut. People that rob people, criminals and stuff, they're predators. They look for people that are easy targets, that are more likely to pay out. It's not worth it to attack somebody if they're armed. It's not worth it for them. It's the hedonic calculus of it all. So my roommate Morgan gave me this, which is a pepper spray gun. Thank you, Morgan, for watching. And this item, plus my Leatherman utility, and a small hunting knife with a fire striker. These items I'm going to have mailed to me when I already get to the Canary Islands, because I can't carry them on a plane and I don't want to rack up a bunch of fees with having to check my bag, so I'm just going to skip that all and just have it mailed to me. And then when I'm in the Canaries, I'm just going to mail them to me again where I'm going to end up. Or maybe I'll take a ferry or something, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out when I get there. But I'd rather have something this time around, especially since I plan on being gone for quite a while. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. The Flyday's coming up quick. I'm really excited. See you guys in a bit. Ciao.